Hi, I'm Maddie and I love to buy and try makeup, and so I often have to declutter my collection, and you get to see me go through my entire collection and I swatch and then talk about whether I like the product or not, or give you my thoughts about it, and then I tell you if I'm going to keep the item or not. So today you are in luck because it is my blush declutter. I'll also go through my bronzers and highlighters, possibly face palettes, but I don't know that I'm going to get rid of any. I did film a declutter 3 or 4 months ago already for blush, bronzer, highlight, face palettes, but I have still acquired more products. So you're gonna see my updated collection, and I'm gonna get rid of quite a bit, which I will post on Mercari. So please check back in the next couple of days. I will leave the link in the comments and in the description. I hope you enjoy. This is what my blush drawers look like before the declutter. I have 2 drawers full of all my blushes. So we're gonna look through them today. Alright, I hope y'all are ready for a very long, beautiful swatching video. And I will be decluttering quite a bit, so I hope if you see anything you like, check my Mercari in a couple days. We're gonna start out with the Huda Cotton Candy Blush Filter. So this is one of the only colors I'm keeping. It's in the shade Cotton Candy. I don't really have very many blushes that are this baby pink kind of color. It's really beautiful, and I just want to keep one because this is a lot of people's holy grail. Not so much the color, but the formula. So I wanted to make sure to keep at least one, and I really love the size of that blush. Next I have the About Face Blush Rush in the shade In the Dust. This formula is gorgeous, and the color is beautiful as well. I really like this one. Next we have the e.l.f. in the shade Dusty Rosé, I think. Yeah. And it's the Camo Liquid Blush. Very, very pretty. You can see the About Face one is a little bit more sheer. Like, it's not as opaque as this one. This one has definitely more opacity than this one. Alright, then we have the iconic Rare Beauty, and the shade is Happy. Oh, that's pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Huda. Maybe slightly darker pink, but I just want to see for myself. Oh yeah. Definitely a darker pink. Alright, and next, let's see here. I just picked up some of these Nakia Joy liquid blushes. I love her, and I love her makeup, so I had to try some of these cheeky liquid blush blushes. It had a discount if you ordered 3 of them, so I did order 3, but one I'm actually going to post on my Mercari because I have so much, and it's a color that I don't think I would gravitate toward all the time. So this one is Promiscuous, and they are a type of formula that you can put all over your face. And I'm wearing this shade, actually, Flirty, all over my face today. I did take a picture. If I remember, I will insert it. They're super beautiful, and they're like, I don't know, kind of sheer, pretty pigmented, but you can see that they're like, you know, they don't have that super heavy opacity. There's a little bit of a sheerness to the formula, and it does set down. These are really, really pretty, and they're definitely buildable. So yeah, super happy with those. Next, I have the Say Dew Blush in the shade Rosy. This is in my Shop My Stash, and oh my goodness, I'm so glad I put it in there because I forgot how beautiful this is on the cheeks. Oh, it's stunning. The formula and the shade for my skin tone are just beautiful. Okay, let's see here. Next, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, and it's a high blush. So, and it's in the shade Pinkgasm, I believe. Let's see. I always end up putting too much of this. Let me squeeze it carefully so don't waste the product. There we go. There's a beautiful glow to it. Wow. Very pretty. Definitely a blush and highlighter in one. My mom really loves this formula. Okay, and then I have the Unreal Liquid Blush by Hourglass in the shade Vision. You're supposed to shake it, and then it has this little dropper, so you turn it upside down and press here. My mom actually gave me hers because mine, I couldn't press this down anymore to get the product out for some reason. I don't know why it's malfunctioning like that, so I will put mine on Mercari, but with a note that says like, I'm not able to get it out, but if somebody wants to buy it and try to get it out, I'm going to post it really cheap on my Mercari. It's the exact same color. My mom and I have similar tastes. It's a really pretty formula. Love that. Alright, and then that is it for my liquid blushes that I am keeping. I do have quite a few that I'm decluttering, but I want to get through the cream blushes I have here set aside that I'm keeping first. I have REM Beauty and Scene. And this is super pretty. And this is something you can use all over the face. Beautiful shade and texture. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick in Peachy Glow. I wanted to swatch it next to this one to see how similar the tones are. Pretty close. You see a little more pink on that one, I guess. Or orange. This is definitely more peach, lighter. Just slightly though. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and part with this one since they're so close in tone. I do really like it, but I'm trying to really pare down my collection because I continue to buy more and more. So I know that I will be getting more that's probably the same color eventually. So I need to cycle through. And then I have another one that's a similar color. This is Georgia from Persona, the multi-stick, I think they call them. Yeah, blush multi-stick. So beautiful. How similar is that one? Let me try this again. My goodness. I'm a sucker for a peach color. Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guess I'm gonna say goodbye to Georgia as well. Somebody's gonna get very lucky with my loss. Ooh, I hope I was in frame there. All right, next we have the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick in the shade Cherry Glow. That's so beautiful. Oh, love that. And I'm looking at my Milani cream blush, the Cheek Kiss in Merlot Moment. It looks kind of similar, and I just want to check how similar it is. Yeah, they are pretty close. This one has a bit more of like nude to it, I guess. It's like a warmer red, and this one's a little bit more cool toned, I think. But they're similar enough that I'm gonna part with this one. Alright, let's see here. Next we have Guava. This is so pretty. And that's the Persona Multi Blush Stick. And you can see I keep these caps on. I've had these for I think 2 or 3 years already, and they are still going strong. There's nothing wrong with the formula at all. They have changed the packaging now, and these are still performing very well. And this is the shade Bloom. That is beautiful. That one kind of reminds me of a pink we saw earlier. Let me see. Is it the cotton candy one, maybe? Oh, that one's lighter. More of a baby pink. Okay, and then we have Caramel. Ooh, that is gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this Moira blush in I Trust You. This is in my Beauty Empties challenge, but I feel like it looks kind of similar, but I want to see how similar. Oh wow, that's pretty close. I think I'm gonna go ahead and was it caramel? Yeah, I think I'm gonna part with this. Oh, I love it, but I'm trying to pare down my collection, like I said. So I'm gonna be strong. All right, and then here I have the Catrice Blush Affair Cream and Powder Palette in Peach Passion. This one you have to warm up a little to get it going. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. You know, let me see how close this is to the peach. Oh, wow. That's a pretty good dupe there. Pretty close. think I'm gonna let this go. I did not expect that. All right, and then I have the Glaminatrix Muted Mocha Cream and Powder Blush. This was a free gift with purchase, and it is stunning. Like, I could wear this every day of my life and not get tired of it. The formula is amazing. So the cream is just super beautiful, blendable, and it has like a bit of a sheen to it. And then the blush is like a highlighter kind of. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is stunning on the cheeks. It's a perfect like blush slash bronzer tone for me. So, and the pans, even though they look small, it's actually a pretty good size for me to get my brush into. So I love, love, love this. And I didn't buy it. I got it as a free gift, so that's a score for me. And then I have Patrick Ta, Not Too Much. I also had Cheese Seductive, but it was very close to the Glaminatrix one, so I went ahead and decluttered it. You'll see it later. Here's Not Too Much. This is by far my favorite blush out of all of my Patrick Ta blushes. Might be my favorite blush period in my collection. I really like it that much. It's gorgeous. Oh, I need to put in the keep section. All right. Let's see. I'll do my Half Magic blushes next. I have the shade Don't Be a Doll. This is so stunning. It's a putty kind of formula, and it does set. It's gorgeous. And then here I have the shade Pink Mushroom. This is a stunning, stunning light blush. Now here on my hand, my hands and arms are darker than my face, so you can see how light it looks there, but on my cheeks, it is gorgeous. It's like a very light, daily kind of color for me, and it has a bit of a shimmer to it that just accentuates, not accentuates, but tops any blush very beautifully. Like if I have a blush that's not working out for whatever reason, if it's patchy or I put too much blush on, like another cream or liquid blush, I can put this one on top and it fixes it. So I will never, never, never get rid of this one. This one is just beautiful, but this one, I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. Like the pictures they have online, I don't know, just something about trying it on your cheeks just makes me love it. And then I have, I'll do my K-Beauty blushes next. I have Fui in the shade Boy. And these are for lips and cheeks. It's a blurring formula. You can see it has like a bit of a silicone-y look to it and feel. Very stunning. And then I have the Juicy Pang Pew blush in the shade, I guess RD1, not sure. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And that one also has like a silicone looking blurry matte finish to it. I actually just returned the Too Faced Cloud Crush Liquid Blurring Blush and Lip Liquid. It was patchy on the cheeks. I was disappointed, and yeah, so I returned it. I tried it 3 times trying to make it work, and I was not happy with it. This is About Face. This is a beautiful formula as well, and I like the packaging. So cute, and I like that the color matches the inside. It is in the shade Champagne Room. It's called the Blush Balm. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, it's made in Italy. And then I have ColourPop Pokemon Electro Ball Instant Crush Cream Blush with a natural matte finish, it says. So, let's see here. It feels balmy, and it has a bit of a sheerness to it, or transparency, I guess. Very pretty red. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and swatch all of my matte, what are these called? Glow Play blushes. Let me swatch them all together. Do this so we can see the shade names as I swatch them. We have That's Peachy. And I like to keep these plastic things on just in case. It helps keep the moisture in there. I don't know that it really makes a difference, but that's just something I like to do if a blush comes with that. So that's Peachy. Here we have Grand. There's not much of a difference in those two, actually, I'm noticing, so I think I'm gonna part with That's Peachy. And then I have Blush Please. This was the first one I bought, and I was so impressed with the formula and the color. Very, very pretty, everyday, nude, neutral kind of blush. So pretty. And it works like as a bronzer blush kind of hybrid. So stunning. And last one I have is in the shade Cheer Up. Oh, that's more pink. Beautiful. That does look like a very cheery, happy kind of color because it's so bright. Cute. Alright, and next, uh-oh, just dropped one. Luckily, it's okay. We're safe. I think I will do my Rare Beauty blushes next. So they are a cream, but they're a cream to powder. And I own all of the shades except one. I'm gonna go ahead and put them like this so we can see all the shade names as I swatch them. Alright, this is one of my favorite blush formulas, and that's why I went ahead and purchased all of them. Oh, I didn't realize it was made in Korea. Yes, I did. I just forgot. Here's the shade Worth. This is the shade Alive. Then we have the shade Thriving. And then we have the shade Grateful. And I wanted to mention that if you, anytime I put on liquid or cream blush, I put them on before I set my face with powder, but these perform better if you set your face with powder first and then go in with these. And you tap like a dense brush into the blush carefully and then tap it on your cheeks. It is, as you can see, very pigmented, so you have to be careful to not apply too much. So just gently tapping the brush into the pan and then tap it onto your cheeks. All right, and then the last two we have here are Happy. I guess I should have left those swatches. That's all right. And these are pretty different colors compared to the rest anyway. Happy and then Hope. Very beautiful. I think Hope is my favorite, or Worth. Let me put Worth next to these because it's like a nude kind of color. Oh yeah. I don't know. Those are both really pretty. I wonder what they look like mixed together. Ooh, that's my perfect color right there. Mixing both together, that is gorgeous. And I am not partying with any of these. Next, we will swatch my Fenty Beauty Fenty Cheeks Suede powder blushes. I did declutter one, you'll see later. I think it's in the shade Summertime Wine. It's like a very bright fuchsia or berry kind of color. All right, here we have, let's do it in order actually, because they're numbered. Here we have Bacon Cakes, beautiful nude. And this formula is amazing. That's why I own so many. It's also a cream to powder. It is stunning. There's Bacon Cakes, that's my favorite shade. And then we have Petal Poppin'. Here we have Lolly Poppy. Oh, that's so vibrant. Beautiful. And then I have Sundress Season, number 5. Oh, that's gorgeous. Maybe this one's my favorite. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one's my favorite actually. Sundress Season. So pretty. Gorgeous. And I am definitely keeping all of those. And that's it for my cream and liquid blushes that I'm keeping. Next, we'll go through the ones that I'm decluttering. All right, I'm gonna get down to business, so get ready. Here we have the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick in the shade Rosy Glow. And this is one that I am posting. These are all going to be posted on my Mercari. It's a beautiful formula, but for my skin, I just didn't like the way it looked. Beautiful, beautiful formula though. Then we have the Say Dew Blush in the shade Chili. It's just darker than I prefer. Next, we have Patrick Ta. She Goes to the Gym. And I just purchased this not too long ago. Lucky you, whoever gets it. Just a bit dark for me. Beautiful, beautiful color though. And formula, of course. Here we have the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush in the shade Vision again, but this is the one I'm going to show you. I cannot get it to come out. Like, for whatever reason, I'm pushing and pushing it, and I cannot get this to come out. Just like a little bit of the oil or something comes out. So, like I said, I'm going to post it for super cheap. Here we have the Laura Geller Serum Blush Cheek Tint in the shade True Tawny. This is really pretty. And I have replacement tops for it that I'll include. It's a very gorgeous, light, neutral, nudie kind of color. Since my hand's darker, I can't really see it, but here on the inside of my arm you can see the color better. So pretty. Alright, then we have the gorgeous Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo. I freaking adore the packaging. The formula is pretty good, but this is like, I'm warming it up because it kind of got dry. There, because it is one of those that like it's a cream but then it sets down. And then here's a powder highlighter. It's a very pretty duochrome. It looks like a bit of a lavender, champagne-y gold, lilac-y, pinky. And this is the reason I really wanted to keep it. Oh, it makes my heart so happy, but I just don't use it, so I would rather somebody else get to use and love that more than I am currently doing. Here I'll show you the Fenty Summertime Wine Suede Powder Blush. Very pretty, but it's just a bit too dark for me, so I'll let somebody else enjoy that. Then I have two of the Huda Beauty blush filters. I have the shade Strawberry Cream and Peach Sorbet. They're beautiful, but you know, I just have a lot. I'm trying to be serious about cutting down my collection. I didn't realize those were so similar. Very pretty. I'm going to start swatching on my arm because my hand is getting sore from all the wiping. I have two of the Tarte Man-Eater Double Duty Beauty. These are kind of a dupe for the Glowgasm Beauty ones by Charlotte Tilbury. You can see that they have some shimmer in there. It's a blush highlighter kind of hybrid. So the top one is the shade Pink, and then this one is Peachy Pink. And blended it out a little too much, put a little more. These are a gorgeous formula. The colors are so pretty, but you know, just got too much. It's hard for me to part with that one, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Be brave. All right. Next, I have the ColourPop. Ooh, it's wet for some reason. In the shade Angel Face, and it's the Weightless Liquid Blush. This formula is really, really good. I'm not a huge fan of the color, and I already have some like that. Then I'm going to show y'all the Laminatrix liquid blushes because they're similar. These have a bit more serum-like feel, and they're a little more transparent. You can see the sheerness compared to the ColourPop one. So this was in the shade Warm, and then here's a very bold pink, and the shade is called Nurture. Put it right here. Definitely more cool toned than that ColourPop one. I think I got that in a Laminatrix mystery box. And this is a set I bought last Christmas, the LYS stick blushes. So here we have Focused. This is Elite and Bubbly. And they have shimmer. They're really gorgeous. They're just a bit dark for my taste. Alright, now let me blend them out for you. See how pigmented those are. Very pretty though. And they do blend out really nicely. I have House Labs and the Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm in the shade Glassy Hibiscus. It's like a pretty dusty mauve kind of color, I guess. And I have the shade Glassy Rosette. I haven't even swatched this one, so I don't know if I should swatch it. I think I'm gonna actually not swatch it, and I'll just look up swatches of it and put a picture up if I remember Glassy Rosette, because I'm gonna post this on my Mercari. And here is the Nikia Joy Cheeky Liquid Blush in the shade Kinky. I did swatch this once, but I kept the box, so I'm gonna go ahead and send it in the box if and when somebody buys it. It's a gorgeous, vibrant orange, but I already have orange. You can see it's pretty sheer when you blend it out, or you can build it up to be more pigmented. These are really versatile and beautiful. Now I have some fancy ones. Got a Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 62. And YSL in the shade 44. You know what? I think the e.l.f. Dusty Rosé looks like that color. I want to see. Now I'm curious. Where did I put the blush? Here it is. This one is lighter. Kind of similar though. Very pretty. Okay, these, it's gonna make me sad, but I'm gonna part with them because I don't use them and somebody else will give them more love than I am giving them at the moment. So this is the Nudes Matte Nude Sticks in the shade Salty Siren. They do have like a little brush on the end, but I never used it. Then we have In the Nude. These are an all-over stick. And then here we have Rose Glow. This is a nude matte formula, but it has a glow core. So you can see that little centerpiece. It's supposed to give it a bit of a shine. Let's see how shiny it is compared to the matte ones. Oh yeah, I can see a little bit more, I don't want to say dewy, but has a bit of a shine to it compared to the matte ones. And then here we have Sunset Gold. Oh, that is really pretty. Wow. I think I'm gonna keep that one. Beautiful. All right. This might surprise everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and part with my Westman Atelier blush sticks. They are the petite blush sticks. I ordered them, I think, around Christmas time. It was a set that came with 3. This is the shade Mimi, right? Let me see. Where's the shade name? Oh yeah, it's right there. I couldn't see it that well because the embossing. Alright, there is Mimi. The Nude Sticks blush actually reminds me of that one. Then we have Petal. This is a lot of people's favorite. These are both very beautiful wearable shades that would be like a good bronzer blush combo. You could wear it as an everyday. And then this one's super bright. It's called Pop It. It was a great deal. And like I said, they came as a set, but I'll probably post them individually on Mercari. I love when brands do minis because it takes so long to go through products. Next, I have two Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge for blush and, I'm sorry, for lips and cheeks. Here we have Powder Pink, which it is not pinky to me, so I don't know why they called that. It looks more nude. And then this one is Fresh Melon. Beautiful, but you know, I just have a lot, so I'm trying to let things go. I know I'll buy more eventually anyway. Next, let's see, I have of Persona and one ColourPop. So I have ColourPop blush sticks in the shade 25-8. This one is stunning. It's beautiful, beautiful formula and color. I'm like, oh, should I let it go? But yes, I need to, because I have a bunch already like that color. And this is the Persona Multi Blush Stick in the shade Kiss. It's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Cherry Glow color that I have, so I'm gonna let that one go. And then I have the shade Jam. Let's see, I have two Tower 28 brushes. These are gorgeous, gorgeous formulas and colors. Somebody is gonna be very lucky to get these. I have Rush Hour and Magic Hour. There's Rush Hour and there's Magic Hour. Magic Hour is my favorite. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm so tempted to keep it. But because it's a cream formula, I know that they won't last forever. And I can let someone else enjoy it before it goes bad, so I'll let it go. And then I have the It Sun Blush in the shade Sun Warmth. This is stunning and it comes with so much. You can see how easily that blends. A little goes a super long way. So I need to let it go so that somebody else who has a smaller collection could get good use out of that. Let's see here. I have Morphe Euphoric Rush in Staying Neutral. This is very much a perfect neutral nude kind of blush. The formula is stunning, very easily blendable. There's a bit of a shine to it. It sets down. It is gorgeous. This is such a good blush. And surprisingly, I'm going to part with 3 Patrick Ta blushes. Somebody is going to score a great deal. Alright, so I have She's Seductive. And this one was too similar to Not Too Much and my Glaminatrix. That's why I'm getting rid of this one. And then here we have She's That Girl. And here I have She's the Moment. Beautiful, beautiful. Somebody will be very lucky to get those. And that's it for my cream and liquid blushes. Now I'm gonna do powders. All right, we're gonna start out with the ones I'm decluttering first this time. I have the NYX Butter Blush in the shade You Know Butter. It's a very pretty glowy blush, but I have some that color already with the pink to gold flip, kind of like the NARS Orgasm shade. Then I have L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Confident Pink, I believe. Super bright, beautiful pink. Let's see here next. This is gonna shock some of you. The Say Blush in the shade Stella. It looks similar to the Butter Blush, but it's just, it doesn't have as much shimmer in it. And then I have the shade Mia. It's a very soft, shimmery pink. Let me see if I can build that up a little more, because I feel like I can't see it that well. There. Okay, this, y'all are gonna freak when you see this. Okay, we've got YSL number 44. You can see it's super similar to that shade Mia. Slightly different, but very, very close in tone. And then we have number 42. And then we have 93. I'm going to swatch this one up here by the Butter because it looks kind of close. This has more warmth to it, I would say. How about this one? This was the Say Blush in the shade Stella. Let me swatch it next to that one. Oh yeah, that looks spot on. And then we have 37. I might keep the Say blush in the shade Stella actually if I don't come across something similar. So I'm gonna keep this one out actually. But these I'm definitely going to post. Alright, here we have Makeup by Mario Creamy Peach. So beautiful and light. I already have something similar. That is gorgeous. Next I have House Labs in the shade French Rosette. Beautiful. I am posting those. Here we have Mini Divine Blush by Pat McGrath in the shade Paradise Venus. I think it's so cute. But the color is just a bit dark for me. And I'm pretty sure I already have a color like that. Then we have Divine Rose. Let me get a better swatch. It's a very soft pink. It has a bit of a sheen to it. It's gorgeous. But I am parting with it. Alright, next I have two Give Beauty blushes. They're just, since I know that they're discontinuing the brand, it makes me not want to keep it anymore. And I haven't been reaching for them, although they're really pretty. So this one was in the shade Stars Align. And then we have Lasting Love. Alright, here we have Chanel and the shade Malice. Make sure my arm is dry here. Actually, I think I'm going to hang on to that one. It's prettier than I remember. Then I have What's Up Beauty Cheek Terror Blush. And this one is very, very, very light. Can barely see it on my cheeks. So this would be for somebody with very fair skin, and this is in the shade Serene Sienna. And this one is Relaxed Roma. This one's also super gentle pigment. They're really stunning, but just not seeing enough color. So let somebody else enjoy those. Alright, and next I have some other great blushes that I'm going to part with. My Laura Mercier blushes. This one's in the shade Chai. This is a shade that so many people love, and it's their holy grail because it's like a very perfect neutral tone. Next we have Rosé. Build that up a little more. There we go. These are very buildable, and they are matte. And then we have Sangria. I think I'm gonna do these Almay blushes next. The Healthy Hue blush. This formula is incredible, and the tones are really pretty as well. This is a good neutral blush, and it has a shimmer to it. It's not a chunky shimmer though. It makes your cheeks have like a pretty, very pretty sheen. And then here we have the same formula, but in the shade Wild Berry. Those are gorgeous, but I just have so much. So I'm gonna part with those. And then I have 3 Milani baked blushes. I have Berry Amor, Luminoso, and Petal Primavera. That was Berry Amor. And here's a Luminoso. And Petal Primavera. If you've never tried these blushes, they're incredible. They're really great for topping a cream or liquid, and it gives your skin a beautiful sheen. It has like a hint of shimmer because it's like that baked formula. And or if you have a patchy blush, if you're having any kind of patching going on, these are excellent blushes to correct the problem. So these are really good blushes to have. Actually, I think I'm going to keep one. I think I'm going to keep Petal Primavera. Alright, next I have 3 Nabla blushes. We have Lola. My friend's daughter is named Lola. I think I'm going to give this to her. It's gorgeous. And then I have Independence. These are called the Glass Skin Finish Glow Powders. So I think it's supposed to be like a highlighter, but these were more blushy tones for me, so I have them with my blush. And then this one is called Truth. I think this one has the most shimmer to it, yeah. Very, very pretty. All three of these are gorgeous. The formula is amazing. They're very like blendable, and they can correct patchiness as well. Beautiful, beautiful blush. But I really, really am trying to scale back. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I have Dior in the shade Rosewood. And this is the older formula. I've never had issues with it hard panning, but I know they reformulated it for that reason. It is really pretty. And then I have the Urban Decay, what is this called? Face Bond Blush Suede in the shade Fleshed Out. You can see it's pretty powdery, but it does blend nicely. Very pretty color. I have the Essence Baked Blush Pure Nude in the shade Shimmery Rose. It's super light. It could be used as a highlighter or a blush topper. Then I have Tarte. These were part of a holiday set. Indulgence and Polished. And if y'all ever have any kind of questions for me, I'm happy to answer. I love connecting with y'all in the comments. I started my channel as a way to talk to my beauty lovers, because the people in my life don't wear or use makeup very often. So I can only talk with them so much about makeup. Gorgeous. All right, and this might shock some of you. I have RMS Sangria. So many people are in love with this blush, not this shade in particular, but the formula. It has a really nice shimmer. It's a baked product, so it gives your skin that pretty shine without being like too much, and it's buildable. It is very pretty. I got it as the kind that you put into a compact. So if you purchase it, I'll just ship it, like, I guess in a box or a bag, because I didn't buy the component to put it in. And this, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of it. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Blush Glow Glide Palette. I really like the blush and the highlighter in this. Yeah, I'm gonna part with it. I already have stuff like that. It is gorgeous, really beautiful formula and color, but I'm sure I already have something like it and somebody else could enjoy it. This is gorgeous. Also, the Disney Beauty and the Beast palette by Sigma. The packaging, the colors, the formula is all stunning, but I'm already keeping other palettes. So. Beautiful, beautiful shades. All right, and then now we're gonna get into the palettes I'm letting go of. To start, I have NARS Pure Luxury. And this came out holiday of 2024. Let me actually take off that Sigma Beauty and the Beast first. Okay. I'm gonna dry my arm up. There we go. There are the top two. And then we have the bottom row with 3 blushes. They are shimmery blushes. Or of course you could use them on the eyes. I had heard some people were having issue with not being able to pick the product up, or it wasn't giving enough pigment, but I never had that issue. I think that maybe some people like things to be pigmented right off the bat, and this isn't. You can build it up slowly so you don't go overboard easily with this. It is really pretty. But I just want to let someone else enjoy it because I'm not reaching for it. Same with this gorgeous Too Faced holiday palette. It was a limited edition blush and highlighter palette. These are actually the Candy Cloud or Cloud Crush blushes, and they're shades that are currently in their collection. Not the highlighter, I don't think, but the 3 blushes I know are for sure. There's Watermelon. This one is called Velvet Crush. And that one's called Golden Hour, and then this one is Shooting Star. Somebody is going to love this palette. Alright, and I'm also parting with this Baked Blush Face and Cheek palette from Bella Beauty Bar. I'm kind of questioning my life decisions right now. Do I want to get rid of it? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to swatch it and then decide, I guess. Because I did have it in my Declutter box, but I accidentally got some on my arm before I swatched it. There we go. Wow, those are so vibrant. Very pigmented and gorgeous. Yeah, I think these should go to somebody with a deeper skin tone than me because the pigment is insane. Wow. Alright, and that's it for face palettes that I am decluttering. Now we're going to look at the powder blushes and face palettes that I'm going to hang on to. Alright, here is Kosas Blushes Life in the shade Thrill. This is so pretty. The shimmer is stunning. This is a blush that I love to put on top of blushes that just don't look great. If they're patchy or uneven, this saves the day. I want to compare this one to the Say blush in the shade Stella because I'm on the fence about if I want to hang on to it or not. Okay. Yeah, that's similar enough. Gorgeous, gorgeous. But they're pretty much spot on matches to each other, so I'm gonna go ahead and part with Say and put the Kosas. Alright. Next I have NARS Infatuated. Holy cow, this is so beautiful. I was like writing notes to myself about blushes as I was trying them, so that if I kind of forgot how they perform on the cheeks, I remembered by looking back at my notes. And this one I wrote effin' love because that is how beautiful this one is. I just love this color, and the formula is beautiful. Infatuated, that one. And then another NARS blush, and this is in the shade Torrid. Beautiful, beautiful. It looks really similar to the Kosas, yeah, and Say blushes. Wow. See, this is why I'm decluttering, because I just pick up 500 blushes that are the same color. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Like, should I hang on to that actually? Because the Kosas one is really close to that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna part with it. Oof, even though I love it. But I don't want to keep a bunch of blushes that are the same color. I'm really trying to be better about that. Here are my two Valentino, and these are Eye and Cheek. We have shade 8 and then shade 6. Here is 8, and then here is 6. I think that one's called Coral something, and this one is like Roman Sky, maybe? I don't know, I don't remember, but this formula is incredible. It's so soft, and it has a beautiful sheen. Oh, they feel heavenly and soft on your fingers. They smell gorgeous. I flippin' love this blush. Okay, another top shelf product are these Clinique blushes. They're so cute, and the colors are stunning. The formula is incredible. This one's Black Honey Pop. And this one is Ginger Pop. I think this one's my favorite. And this one is Fig Pop. Oh, I I think this is my favorite one actually. Let's see. Oh yeah. That one is my favorite shade there. It's a perfect neutral, nudie kind of blush, and the formula is so good. That one's Fig Pop and Ginger Pop and Black Honey Pop. It was really hard to not buy all of the blushes because I love the formula and then the cute embossing, and then the embossing stays even after I've used this blush like, I don't know, 5 times or something. You can still see the flower really well in there. The packaging is very compact and super cute. I love that you can see the color in there. I love everything about this. Next, I have CoverGirl Cheekers in the shade Brick Rose. This is something I will never, never, never get rid of. If it goes bad, I will buy another one because this is the blush that my grandma wore every single day, and she passed away back in 2005. And this was her blush. She loved it. I was 19 when she passed away, but I still remember that this was what she loved. It is stunning. It has a beautiful shimmer to it. Then I have Sailor Moon and ColourPop in the shade Cat Eye, I think. Cat's Eye, maybe. I bought it because of the embossing. I think it's so cute. I guess I don't need to hang onto the plastic anymore. And the packaging's adorable. It does have glitter in it, but I love glitter, so it doesn't bother me. Really pretty. Then I have Persona in the shade Georgia. And this one was really close to the Makeup by Mario blush. And so I had to choose between the two, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll hang on to the Persona because it was slightly lighter in tone. Next, I have 2 Gucci blushes I'm hanging on to, and these were special edition packaging, I believe. Maybe it was only this one because it came with the red. I don't think it's currently in their collection either, that color. This one's in the shade Bright Coral. It looks more peach to me than coral. It is very light. I don't consider it bright. So the name is quite misleading, but nevertheless, it is a stunning, stunning blush. The color, the pigment, I love how it's buildable and soft. So, you know, you're not gonna overdo it. Very pretty. And the packaging, of course, is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this next to it because if it's too similar, I think I'm gonna part with the Persona blush. Alright, so this one's lighter. I'll hang on to it. It's different enough. Okay, and then here we have Intense Ruby. Really, really pretty. Alright, and I have my Hourglass face palettes from this holiday. I bought all 3. This is the light one. Let me see if I can put all 3 out for you to see. And then this was the medium. I'm obsessed with the packaging of all three of these. And the tones were so beautiful, so I went ahead and got all three. And then this one's the dark. And you can see they're all, even though like these, the medium and the dark, look maybe like they might be too dark for me or something. I don't think so. They work well on my skin tone. I'm like a light skin tone, but they still work for me. We'll start out with the light palette. Okay, so do the top row. Those white shades are the finishing powders, but still wanted to swatch it. And then here's the bottom row. I'm getting real heavy swatches so y'all can see the formula and shades really easily. So that was the light palette. Okay, then we have the medium palette. So pretty. And we have the dark palette. So these two I only ever use on the eyes because those are pretty dark. Let's see, this one works actually like a contour for me, but of course I can always use it on the eyes as well. If the packaging and shades are good again this year, I will also buy all three this Christmas because they're just beautiful and I know they last really long. The packaging I could reuse, so I am super fortunate and happy to have those in my life. Okay, next we are gonna go through my bronzers and highlighters. I actually forgot a couple blushes. I have Laura Geller Coral Cove. This is another hero product that saves the day when I go overboard or have a patchy blush. So I will always have this color. And this is the Glam Light Betty Boop Blush Duo. I love the packaging and the colors are really pretty also. I don't have many pinks like these, so really pretty. And then I have, this is new actually, so you've never seen this palette in my collection. I got the Laura Geller Best of the Best Baked Full Face Basics palette. It was like a mega deal. They got me when I was Venmoing someone. They gave me an offer to get this for, and a brush, and then a powder for like $50 or something, and there was like a discount, or I don't remember, but it was a good deal. And I know I like Laura Geller products, so beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the light Hourglass face palette, actually. Gorgeous. And then let me swatch this highlighter here, and I'll do the eyeshadows too because we're already with it open, so might as well. Gorgeous. Alright, so now that's it for my blushes. And we're going to start with bronzers. This is the Too Faced Melting Bronzer and Sculpting Stick in the shade Chocolate Mousse. This is definitely a contour shade for me. It looks scary, but it blends out really nice. And then it smells so good. Love that. Then I have About Face in Tan Lines. This is a super, super light bronzer for me. I guess it could be used as a contour, but it's pretty fair. And then I have Rare Beauty, the liquid contour in the shade Gentle. Ooh, I put too much. It's very cool toned for me. But it blends out magically, sets down. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. I am keeping all three of those. And then I have the LA Girl Glow Envy Bouncy Bronzer. It's a really pretty putty texture. Blends out really nicely. I'm gonna part with that. I'm just not the biggest like liquid and cream bronzer person, so alright, and then this is the bronzer that changed my opinion about bronzers. I love this. It's the Dior Forever in the shade 20 Medium Matte. You can see I've gotten some really good use out of this. I use it pretty much every day. The scent is beautiful. It's really beautifully pigmented. It's not too strong. It's buildable when you start out with it. It's very light pigment, but you can build it up. It blends out really nicely. I love the scent of it. The compact is gorgeous. It comes with a mirror. I love everything about this. I used to not even want to wear bronzer, but this bronzer made me love putting it on. Like, the experience of it makes me use it every single day. I love, love, love this product. I know a lot of people talk about it and you kind of question, like, well, is it because they got it in PR or whatever? But I bought it myself and I adore it. It made me not really like bronzer to loving bronzer. So anyway, it is good. Very good. And if you're gonna buy it, I'd say wait for a sale to get it since it's pricey. All right, that's it for bronzer. Now we're going to look at highlighters that I'm parting with. So we have the iconic London Rollaway Glow Liquid Highlighter in the shade Champagne Chic. A little goes a long, long way. See that? Wow. And then I have the Victoria Beckham stick in the shade Pearl. This is a beautiful stick highlighter, but I don't use it. But you know, I think I'm going to hang on to it in case I want a cream highlighter because it is stunning. Changed my mind on that. Sorry, guys. Keep that one. Then I have LA Girl Glow Envy Bouncy Highlighter. And it's Natural Glow is the shade. It's really pretty. It has a bit of glitter in it. It's gorgeous though. The texture, the formula, this is a really good product. Then we have Rare Beauty in the shade Exhilarate. This is so good, but I have really, really good highlighters, and I would like somebody else to enjoy it because I've had this one the longest in my collection. I think I got it around Christmas time, and I recently picked up a lot of high-end highlighters, so but it is pretty. This one I'm shocked that I'm getting rid of because the packaging is so cute inside and out, and the color is amazing. But I have so many beautiful highlighters already, and they take forever to get through, so somebody else can love it. Oh, and the shade is Afternoon Glow. Oh, I forgot one liquid. This is the Melt Cosmetics Sex Oil Digital Liquid Highlighter in the shade Stargazer. Again, a little goes a long way. Sorry about that. So let me get like just a tiny bit. Okay, there we go. It's gorgeous. That's like a lifetime supply though, and I'm not really drawn to liquid highlight, so somebody can enjoy that besides me. And I accidentally left out another bronzer. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade Sunlight. Dry off my arm. There we go. It's a very pretty, light, warm shade. Very good for a drugstore product. It's up there with like higher end products with the blendability. Gorgeous. Okay, and then I have the Give Beauty highlighter in the shade Homegrown Glow, and I'm going to give this to a friend because I love the packaging. She loves checkers like me, and I already have so many highlighters like this color. And then I have the Physicians Formula in the shade Translucent Pearl. It's like a really pretty champagne color. And then I have House Labs in the shade Peach Quartz. This is like a duochrome. Has a bit of a flip to it, like gold to champagne, I'd say. It is really pretty. But I think I got this around Christmas time, and I just picked up 4 highlighters last month, so. Alright, and then these are highlighters I'm keeping. I have the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight. This is the iconic highlighter that's just really soft. It looks so natural on the skin, so a lot of people love this, and it's been a staple for many people for years and years and years and years. It is really good. And then I have Rare Beauty in the shade Mesmerize. It's like a champagne with a hint of light pink. It's gorgeous. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats. This is so beautiful. The silver sparkles. I like it as more on my eyes or even on my body if I want to put sparkle, or for like dressing up. Putting this all over my cheeks would be really cute. This is such a beautiful product. It was made for me because I love glitter. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter in the shade What a Brat. This has some silver glitter in it as well. I like to keep it with my blushes though, for like a blush topper. Oh goodness, my light wasn't staying still. There we go. Okay. Alright, so these are the highlighters that I recently purchased like a month or 2 ago. So that's why I had to pare down my collection. I have the Dior Forever highlighter in Gold Halo and Nude Halo. There's Gold Halo and Nude Halo. And then I have the Natasha Denona High Gen Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier in light and medium. The texture is like a putty kind of gel, I don't know, what do you call it, gelée or something. It feels so, so, so good. It's beautiful on the skin. And if I had to pick one or the other, I think I would go for the Natasha Denona over the Dior actually. Just because the feeling of the product, these feel like they're baked or something because they're dry. And these feel really, really cushiony. But they're both stunning. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of these. They are worth it, in my opinion. And finally, I have the OG Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in the shade Universal. This quad is very beautiful, and I like that you have these 4 choices within one palette. It's really, really, really pretty. That brown one I only use on the eyes. I don't use it on the face, but it's also stunning. Totally worth it. And if you are new to highlighters and want to spend a little extra instead of getting a drugstore highlighter, this is the best value and product for your money. Like, I love the variety of tones you get in here. The quality is amazing. So anyway, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I did. I'm glad that I have a channel that I can swatch and talk to y'all with, because before I had a channel, I was just swatching for myself. And now I'm swatching for y'all. So I hope you enjoyed and have a great week. Bye.